Hey, Genki Call here with a Mythic Spotlight on Phoenicia. So, Phoenicia does damage to all enemies boosted by red gems on a 1-to-1 ratio. So if there are 16 red gems on the board, she'll do an extra 16 damage, or if there's only 2, she'll only do 2 damage extra. And by burning enemies, so that could do an extra 4. If there's a firestorm, deal double damage, and that is where Phoenicia shines. As long as you have a firestorm, she's going to do double damage, and that is what makes her so useful. She also can burn a random enemy at the start of the turn, which in and of itself doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It only does 3 damage per turn. However, if you have a class that is fully leveled up to 100 and has Fire Blade on it, you'll do triple damage to anything that's on fire. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So Phoenicia, let's get her in here. I'm going to show you what she's generally used for, which is dailies. That would be the dungeon and the adventure board. But before I do that, for the sake of people that don't have access to Nisha medals, the more magic you have for Phoenicia, the harder she's going to hit. I'm going to unequip my medals of Nisha, which give +4 magic to all troops for each of them. So that's 8 that I've got here, but I'm going to take those off for the sake of people that don't have the Nishas. Alright, so let's go into the dungeon, see how this goes. I'm going to share 3 teams with you. I think it's 3. Anyway, let's go ahead and work on this, and we'll see as we go. That's not the one I want. I want Phoenicia. This is the classic Phoenicia team, with 2 exceptions. So first of all, this is using Hierophant. And the reason I'm using Hierophant is because the best class with Phoenicia is going to be Sunspear. And let me get in there and I'll show you why. So, Sunspear, customize, here we go. Create a firestorm at the start of every turn. So you are never going to be without the firestorm when you're battling with Phoenicia, as long as your hero is not stunned, which would take this away. You are going to have a firestorm for Phoenicia to do double damage. So that is the classic way to use her. However, for me, and because I have Sunspear at 100% already, and I already have Slayer at 100%, and I have Warlord at 100%, which have the firestorms at the start, I am going to do Hierophant. Hierophant is right here, because it also has the firestorm at the start of battle. As long as it's something that I can complete within 4 turns on my side, then it's okay. Otherwise, I'm going to lose it, and then I lose her double damage. So, it just depends. I may have to switch it out. I haven't tried this, but in the dungeon without my Nisha medals, as far as the weapon goes, you just need anything that does not have her mana colors in it. So, you want to do -red, -yellow, -green. Anything that shows up here is not going to mana block her and get her the mana that you want as quickly as possible so that you can blast her off and go. That is what Phoenicia is all about, is one-shotting the enemies and getting done with your battles as quickly as possible. So with my medals of Nisha, I can do level 5 explores and one-shot the enemies just like that. Without them, sometimes there are some stragglers, but my base magic that I've got here with the Hierophant class is 31. So she's going to do 32 damage to all enemies boosted by red gems, blah blah blah. So with the Nisha medals, of course, it's going to be more powerful. That's +8 magic, that's +8 damage, plus it's doubled, that's +16 damage with her, with those Nisha medals. But you can see I'm still one-shotting them pretty well. If you're thinking about crafting Phoenicia, she is in the forge at the time of this recording. If you're thinking about crafting her, your level of magic is going to make a big difference on how much damage she's going to do and what kind of levels you're going to be able to one-shot. I wondered about that. Yeah, good to know. So that is something to keep in mind. However, at some point, somewhere along the line, you are going to have more magic. As long as you keep playing the game, your magic is going to go up and up and up. The more you play, the more it's going to increase, and at some point you're going to be able to have really great damage with her, even if you have low magic now. But the question is, do you want to craft her right now if you have low magic? And that's entirely up to you. Be sure to grab your gem bounty. Gem bounty! Got it. Yay! Gem bounty! Alright, let's move on to the adventure board. As long as we don't have anything too crazy in here, I should be able to one-shot them pretty easily without my medals. And we need to switch teams. I want to show you more than one team and more than one way to use Phoenicia. That's important. That's one of the reasons I'm doing a spotlight, is to show you how else you can use her. So, this is the classic team. Of course, I'll have all of the team codes in the description box below for you. But let's switch this out. So, if you don't have, well shoot, here, let's do this. What I'm going to do is, what I need to level, the class I need to level the most right now is Dervish, because I really want to get Drifting Sands leveled up on my power level. So I need to get Dervish up to level 80, so I'm switching to Dervish. But I can still have a Firestorm, even though that is not an option with this class. I can still have a Firestorm by, instead of using the Maraji Queen, I use Tink Steamwhistle. Tink Steamwhistle starts an Electrostorm at the start of his turn, and that is both a Light Storm and a Firestorm. It's still a Firestorm, even though it's called an Electrostorm. It's both Light Storm and Firestorm. It counts, and she will still do double damage. Woohoo! Okay, I'm not worried about the banner. It doesn't really go with this. I'll fix it for the team codes that I put below. I'll put a better banner. Wow! I got a Verse Gnome. No way! Wow! That's funny. That's cool. I love it. I'll take a Verse Gnome anytime I can get it. I'm just very surprised to see one outside of a vault event. Okay, now let's see. I think there was a third way that I wanted to show you to use Phoenicia, but unfortunately it is escaping my mind at the moment. Now the thing about using Tink instead of Sunspear or a class that has the Fire Starter talent is that it's both yellow and red coming down, and that means it may fill up more slowly. You may not get her filled up on one cast of the Leprechaun, which slows things down. But if you already have all of the classes with Firestarter or with that constant Firestorm leveled up, then it's a good way to continue to use this very fast team and still get class experience for other classes. So, anyway, you see it's taken quite a bit longer to get her filled up, which kind of sucks, but well, there we go. Oh my goodness, I swear, there is a third team that I wanted to show you, and I am going to have to do that. I'm going to do that. Let's finish off the adventure board. I'm going to switch back to Hierophant, just so we can do this more quickly, and put the Maraji Queen back in here just so we can do it quickly. Well, that was pretty fast though. Alright, so there is a team that somebody posted on the official Gems of War website in the forum to be able to one-shot the vault with Phoenicia, and we're going to try it out. So I did try it in PvP and it worked, so I'm assuming it's going to work in the vault as well. And I will put a link to the original post on the official forum so that you can see who did it. Let me see if I can just figure that out really quickly. Ignite Ice is the one that posted it. Shout out to Ignite Ice. Very nice, Ignite Ice. That's kind of a tongue twister. Anyway, let's get this done and I will show you that team. We're going to head into the vault and we're going to try to one-shot the gnomes. And luckily, I'll come back to this. I will come back to that later. Let us go into a vault. On hard, of course. We want the best rewards we can get. And we're going to switch from this team to the one that was recommended by Ignite Ice, which is up here, right here. And so what we've got is we've got the Flammifer to create red gems just in case we need it. Phoenicia, I already showed you her. Sacrifice, everybody has this. It is a guild guardian. Create 15 gems, a mix of purple and the other type would be red, of course. And then kill the last ally. Give 16 magic to all other allies boosted by death-marked enemies. I've got nothing here to death-mark the enemies, but that's not the point. Herald of Damnation will convert blue gems to purple to feed Sacrifice, and then Sacrifice is going to take out Herald of Damnation and add to Phoenicia's damage here by 16, and that will get doubled. So, I haven't tried this in the vault, but let's see how it goes. Now, Ignite Ice's stats were better than mine, and I don't have my Nishas equipped, so that's going to make a difference as well. It did work in PvP to one-shot, but let's see, this is blue to purple, right? And that is perfect! Look at all that. Lots and lots of purple for Sacrifice. Let's see, we're going to double red, green, or yellow, depending on which is the most, and that is red, so we're going to double the red. Kill off that last enemy. Did not get enough to fill her up, so we're going to cast with this. Now, one-shotting is not equal to casting one spell. It just means one cast from Phoenicia. So, just to clarify that. Boy, this is not going as quickly as I wanted it to, but let's see. 50, that's 100 to each of them, and I don't think it's going to be enough. Let's see. Nope. Without Metals of Nisha, it does not work for me. So, yeah, we're just going to kill himself. We'll double the, looks like green, and cast again. So let's try one more. This time I will equip my Metals of Nisha and see how that goes. Let's leave. Give me something blue. Oh well. Alright, I have 2 Metals of Nisha. I also have a badge, but I'm just going to leave it at this. Whoopsie. Cancel. Thank you. We'll go back into the vault and try that one more time. Let's see. See, blue to purple, we don't have alignment this time, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks a little bit. We really need to get some purple here. Now, if you haven't heard, if the gnomes run away, you will still get the rewards in the vault only. In a regular vault, in an epic vault, if these gnomes run away, Cedric doesn't, but if these red ones run away, you will still get the rewards, so you don't have to worry about that at least. Alright, let's see. We'll go for yellow this time. Oh, she was already full. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright. Let's try. Almost. That was really close. Still not quite enough damage to take out the whole team, but it is very fast. I'm going to stick with my normal vault team, but it is good to know that there is a different way that you can use Phoenicia, that you can boost her magic, and actually another way, now that I'm thinking about it, not that, I believe the Staff of Visions. Okay, so the Staff of Visions could add 33 with my magic to Phoenicia, but it could also add to her health, it could add to her armor, it could add to her attack, or it could be the magic. You just never know with the Staff of Visions. It's a really fun weapon to use with certain teams. But anyway, that is my spotlight on Phoenicia. I hope that this is helpful. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.